Welcome back. All right. So now in our previous video, we installed the free version of EndNote. And now we are going to use that EndNote together with Google Scholar to cite our references, to do some sort of in-text citation, which will automatically create our bibliography for us, which is the reference list, okay, at the bottom of the document. Now, how do we do this? First of all, you have already installed your EndNote. So what you can do is to create a specific library for the project that you are doing. People want to do that. And I think it's very good because then you want to keep all the references based on the project you are doing. Some people will just put everything into one library, okay? But the good thing is that if you are able to put all these references into specific libraries, you can always go back and then look for whatever reference you are looking for, okay? All right. Now, let's try and then open the EndNote application, okay? So we search for EndNote on our PC, open it up. Okay, so this will not open up because there's no specific library. So just say okay, and then itself will automatically open options for you. So it will say create a new library and open an existing library. There's actually no existing library. Remember, we have already installed a fresh version or a new version of EndNote on our PC. We don't have any library on it. Okay. So what we will do is that we will now create a new library. Okay, so we will create a new library and then name this library based on the project you want to do. So for instance, I want to name my project library as HIV epidemiology. Okay. Okay. And I just want to keep it on desktop because I want to easily find it. Okay, so I'll just say desktop. Okay, then it opens this for us. Now you see here that it is EndNote version 20 HIV epidemiology, and everything is 0 because we've not added any references to it. Okay, so now we are going to Google Scholar, and then we will now begin to reference our work. Now, what I normally do is that I already have my work that is written. Probably as I'm writing, um I want to cite it as I go, or some people already write everything and then they want to cite it at the end of the day. I mean, it depends on your choice. Okay. So first I'll prepare my document, which is my Word document. Okay. And I already have my Word document prepared here. So this is more like a work that or a paragraph that I've written that I want to cite the sentences within that paragraph. Now you can also decide to write a sentence and then you reference, write and then you reference, write and then you reference. Some people would want to write everything, go back, read it, and then cite it. Okay. In both cases, I mean, it's fine. You just want to choose which one works well for you. Okay, now the next thing to do is to go to Google Scholar. Okay, so I will go to Google Scholar. Okay. You have so many sites that you can cite from, but Google Scholar is one of the easiest that you can always do. Yeah. All right, so for instance, I want to cite some work. Okay, and here I have molecular epidemiology is the inclusion of genome data for the analysis of disease spread. Now, if you want to cite this sentence, and for instance, I want to cite my paper that has done some, let's say, molecular epidemiology review, and I want to cite it here. Okay, what would I do? Now, assuming I don't know anything about the years or the year that this paper was published and all that, what I will just do is just to type in, um, uh, I can just type in this, I can just copy this sentence. If I mean, people can do that, and then type in and then just search for this. Okay, and then there will be so many links or papers that will come up. Now you can now customize your search using this panel, the left panel, when it was published, where it was published, and so on and so forth. Maybe I just want to look for those that were published in 2024 because molecular epidemiology has been well researched and you want to use the most current data. Okay. All right. So you just go through it and then you look for which one you are looking for. If you are talking about in Fiji, if you are talking about in Ghana or so ever, you just have to read these links and then cite what is specific for that. But I want to cite my paper. Okay, I just want to cite my paper, and I just want to qualify this using maybe my name. Okay, and because I just added my name, it was able to pull out my paper, which is basically using the keyword molecular epidemiology, and that's my paper. Okay, so you can click on it, begin to read the paper, and see whether the paper is actually specifying what you want to cite. Okay, so you don't just cite blindly. Okay, you just have to read the highlights. This is an Xavier paper, so at least you have the highlight available. You can read the highlight, and if you read the highlight and it's not what you are looking for, you can dump it and go to the next link. You can read the abstract, you can read whatever results whatsoever you want to read, and then you go back and then cite. Now, the key thing is that if this paper actually fits that sentence, okay, what you do is just go back. Okay, just go back. And then using this link cite, okay, you click on that. And when you click on that, it gives you all the various types of referencing. You are not very much interested in that. Okay, just say EndNote. Let's choose EndNote. And it will download that paper as Scholar ENW. Now just click on it once. Okay. When you click on it once, immediately it gets imported into EndNote like this. Okay. So you can see that all references are one, imported references one, recently added is one, unfilled is one. So basically, this is the reference that you are going to cite on that particular sentence. Okay. So if you click on it, you can see what it means, Obin MBM, ITAR 2024, molecular epidemiology, and so on and so forth. You can edit this. Okay. So maybe you want Obin Bilal Musa, and you want to add the Musa to it. You can edit it here. Okay. And then whatever you want to do, you can do that one here. Okay. All right. Now we want to leave it this way. But before you cite this, make sure you highlight this specific paper in EndNote. So the way I've highlighted it, okay, this is unhighlighted, but this is highlighted. Okay. Now go to your word notes. If you go there, put it where you want to cite it. So here I want to cite it just after the spread. What I will do is just click on EndNote, insert citation, then click on insert selected citation because you have already selected it in EndNote. Don't say insert citation. Insert selected citation because you have already selected it. Okay. And automatically it cites it as Obin Kelia ITA 2024 because it is using a specific style. Okay. That's why it has cited it this way. And now you can see that the reference list will begin to populate down. So let me just type in here references. Okay, so everything coming in will be adding up. Okay, now in the field of human immunodeficiency, let's do another sentence. In the field of human immunodeficiency virus type 1, it allows for the identification of potential transmission clusters. It can be used to infer outbreaks or recent infections. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, maybe we don't want to cite this sentence, so we just go for it. Clustering analysis have been used widely. Clustering analysis have been widely used to study transmission characteristics for different populations, most affected by HIV-1. So, because you are saying they have been widely used, so you want to just say, let's say, one or two citations. Okay. So maybe you can just copy this one because you are interested. Okay. This is just for the purpose of EndNote use, okay, not just before. So cluster analysis of HIV-1, search for this paper, and I'm just using 2024. Remember, I've just limited my search to 2024. So I'll just click on this again, cite, EndNotes, then it adds to your downloads. Okay, so just click on the Scholar one. Then it also gets imported. So all references becomes 2, but the most current imported reference is 1. And the recently added ones are 2. Okay. And this one also, you can see the summary of that. Okay. Now, because it has already been highlighted, you can go back to your Word document and then go to where you want to cite it. Okay. So you just say insert citation, select a citation, and then it adds to it. Maybe you want to add a new reference to this sentence. Okay. If you want to add a new reference to this sentence, just leave the cursor there as it is. Go back to EndNote. Okay. Sorry, Google Scholar, and then search for the most also appropriate reference. Maybe I just want to use this one. Okay. So the same way, cite, EndNote, because that's the third one. It has come as two because the first one was just Scholar. Scholar one was the second one, Scholar two. So just take note of that. You can delete it later because once it has been imported into EndNote, you can delete these files from your downloads. Now, once you import it, it is already highlighted. So you go back to your Word document, and then because the cursor is already there, just go insert citation, insert selected citation, and it's asked to it. Now you can see clearly how it has added to this one. Now, this is how to use EndNote and Google Scholar to reference. Now, if you come to the style portion of the Word document, you see that it has written here as annotated. So this is a style of referencing. Now, also take note that we have added 3 references in all, and it has added it based on alphabetical order. So this is how this style wants to cite it in text or on the reference list. So you can actually change this one, okay, to let's say APA. Okay. And when you do that, automatically it changes the style. So now it is Obin earlier, TJ Ronaldo. Initially, this one wasn't there. Okay. So now it has added it because it's changing its style to APA. And then now, in between these two references, initially it was just a comma, but now it has used the what? The semicolon, okay, to separate the two references. And now again, it has changed the style from just a normal style option to a block option. Okay, so basically this is how you can always change the styles. Okay, now in my next video, I will talk about how you can edit a template in EndNote to suit what you want. Okay, and this is very, very important, especially if you are going to submit your paper to a journal that is specifying or requesting you to use a particular in-text citation or a particular reference or bibliography list, so that it will not be available within the EndNotes, but you can always go back, edit it, and then to make it suit whatever they are requesting. Okay, all right. So today we have also used EndNote and Google Scholar to cite some of these sentences in academic work, and this is very, very important. It reduces your time. You can always go back and make changes to these references by just going here to the edit manage citations. The edit manage citations will always help you to change some of these things that you want to change. Okay, but that I will treat it in our next video. Okay, so see you later. Bye.